Creating something that I'm satisfied with is what I've recently discovered as being my life goal. Something that I can look at and say, yeah, this is good. So, together with some friends of mine, I aim to make a good game. The first thing that needs to be addressed is what's the game that's going to be created. The first meeting went well. We each wrote an idea and pitched it to each other. Both were decent. Idea 1. Rock, paper, bazooka. A twist on the age-old game of rock, paper, scissors with a dash of childhood whimsy. I'm sure we can all relate to being younger and just not wanting to lose. So instead of abiding by the typical rule, we just cheat. Instead of the typical elements, suddenly guns, rockets, and nukes make their appearance, with everything being thrown out, escalating every round. Idea 2. Fate's Gambit. Money means everything. In the tower where greed is necessary for survival, a card game called Fate's Gambit is the avenue in which all satiate that greed. This is a card-based roguelike that likely follows the rules of blackjack, focusing on requiring the player to spend their money to modify their deck, get new cards in a match, and purchase accessories to tip the scales in their favor. Be careful in how you spend your money though, as if you ever become bankrupt, your climb will end right there, meeting one conclusion. So what do you think about these? During that meeting, some issues were discovered in Rock Paper Bazooka that needed to be ironed out. So it was concluded that a week was needed to both refine and create 2 new ideas. Preparation for meeting 2. Given the fact that I have a day job, finding time to come up with these ideas proved to be difficult. What probably didn't help was that I created a game design document for each idea. I 100% blame Pirate Software for this. If you don't know, he holds game jams, and the submission requirements for his latest were, yes, the actual game, as well as a game design document. Stealing the template provided by him, every day I would slowly work away at getting these 3 ideas done. I truly felt that I had no time for myself during this period, as during any break at work I would be working on the document, and when I'm at home it was much of the same. My mind was not letting me not finish these documents, and the morning of the second meeting, they were finally done. So I realized I may have messed up. I rolled up into the meeting, we both shared our documents, and as soon as I saw my friends were in the same format as before, I thought, yeah, I should have probably told him to do a more serious document. No, this is my fault, but what this caused was his ideas being not as fleshed out and as detailed as mine were. So there were a bunch of question marks on several aspects, but hey, I'm getting ahead of myself now. Idea 3. Top-down roguelike. Embark on a fast-paced, ever-evolving journey where collecting relics and synergizing items is key to survival. Face escalating challenges as difficulty scales with time and distance, offering endless build possibilities where every item is valuable. With unique gameplay variations and countless synergies, every run feels fresh, strategic, and rewarding. Idea 4. Party game. A chaotic board game adventure where players race to the finish or complete dynamic goals by any means necessary. Team up, betray, and outwit your rivals in a battle of strategy and sabotage. Idea 5. Spin to win. Descend through a perilous dungeon where every room's fate is determined by the spin of a slot machine. Combining roguelike strategy with the unpredictability of slots, players manage luck, resources, and upgrades to overcome enemies, bosses, and dynamic challenges. Customize your spins, shape your journey, and see if you have what it takes to reach the bottom and conquer the final boss. Idea 6. Card and Crown. Card and Crown reimagines the classic solitaire experience with a strategic twist, blending the puzzle-solving charm of Klondike with resource management and kingdom building. Gather resources, construct your kingdom, and overcome challenges as you progress through a journey that's both nostalgic and innovative. Idea breakdown. So that's it. All 6 ideas that were created in a span of 2 weeks. I'll leave it up to you guys to guess whose idea was whose. All ideas we came up with were thoroughly discussed, and near the end, we both realized something. All were good, but of them, which one could we actually see ourselves playing for more than, let's say, 2 hours? Which one is both fun and engaging, as well as deep enough where the player isn't left asking, so, is that it? You guys may have your own thoughts, but from reviewing all the ideas, the only game that seemed to fulfill all the criteria was Fate's Gambit. With its central theming of money means everything, it creates multiple avenues for both gameplay and strategy, offering a twist to similar games. The same currency you use to upgrade your cards and purchase upgrades is the very same currency used to bet before each match. The careful balance of risk versus reward, being more bold or more careful, is, to us, insanely interesting. The next steps for me will be creating a more thoroughly planned out idea on what exactly this game will entail. For the devs watching this may be one of the single most important steps that must be taken, as this will be setting the scope for the project. Not setting an adequate scope leads to a lot of games having endlessly extending timelines, as the creators are constantly either backtracking to rebuild a system or pivoting from their initial plans.